So let's wrap this up before he goes to bed. At school the next day, after Tyler's visit to my window, I told the girl who sat in front of me what happened. This girl's known for being a good listener and sympathetic, and I wanted someone to be afraid for me. I wanted someone to validate my fears. Well, she was definitely not the girl for the job. This girl's got a twisted side that very few of you know about. A peeping Tom, she said. You mean a real one? I think so, I told her. I always wondered what it'd be like, she said. Having a peeping Tom is kind of, I don't know, sexy. She smiled and raised an eyebrow. Do you think he'll come back? Honestly, the thought of him coming back never occurred to me, but now it was freaking me out. What if he does? I asked. Then you'll have to tell me about it, she said, and then she turned back around, ending our conversation. Now, this girl and I had never hung out. Here, I thought, was the golden opportunity. I tapped her on the shoulder and told her that my parents were out of town. How would she like to come over and catch a peeping Tom? After school, I went home with her to grab her stuff. Then she came over to my house. Since it was a weeknight and she was probably going to be out late, she told her parents we were working on a school project. We finished our homework at the dining room table, waiting for it to get dark outside. Her car was parked out front as bait. 2 girls. Irresistible, right? We moved into my bedroom and sat cross-legged on the bed, facing each other, talking about everything imaginable. To catch her peeping Tom, we knew we needed to keep the talking quiet. We needed to hear that first. Click. Her mouth dropped open. Her eyes, I've never seen them that happy. She whispered for me to keep talking. Pretend you don't hear, just play along. I nodded. Then she covered her mouth and ad-libbed, Oh my God, you let him touch you where? We gossiped for a couple minutes, trying to hold back any inappropriate laughter, the kind that would have given us away. But the clicking stopped and we were running out of things to gossip about. You know what I could use? She asked. A nice deep back massage. You're evil, I whispered. She winked at me, then got up on her knees and worked her hands forward like a cat scratching until she was all the way down on my bed. Click. I straddled her back. Click. Pushed aside her hair. Click. And began rubbing her shoulders. Click, click. She turned away from the window and whispered, You know what it means if he stops taking pictures, right? I told her I didn't. It means he's doing something else. Click. Oh well, she said. I kept rubbing her shoulders. In fact, I thought I was doing a pretty good job because she stopped talking and her lips curled into a beautiful smile. But then she whispered a new idea, a way to catch this pervert in the act. I told her no, one of us should just leave the room, say we need to use the bathroom and call the cops. We could end it right there, but that didn't happen. No way, she said. I'm not leaving until I find out if I know him. What if he goes to our school? What if he does? I asked. She told me to follow her lead, then she rolled out from under my legs. According to her plan, when she said 3, I was to charge the window, but I thought the peeping Tom might have left, might have gotten scared, because there hadn't been a click since I climbed off of her. It's time for body lotion, she said. Click. That sound sent anger through the roof. Okay, I can play that game, I thought. Look in my top drawer. She pointed to the drawer nearest the window and I nodded. She pulled open the drawer, looked inside, and covered her mouth. What? There was nothing in my drawer worthy of a reaction like that. There was nothing in my whole room worthy of that. I didn't know you were into these, she said, nice and loud. We should use it. Together. Okay, I said. She reached into the drawer, pushed some things around, then covered her mouth again. Hannah, she said, how many of these do you have? You are definitely a naughty girl. Click, click. Very clever, I thought. Why don't you count them? So she did. Let me see now. Here's 1 and 2. I slid 1 foot off the bed. 3! I jumped at the window and yanked the cord. The blinds flew up. I looked for your face, but you were moving so fast. The other girl, she wasn't looking at your face, Tyler. Oh my God, she screamed. He's cramming his dick in his pants. So who were you? I saw your height and your hair, but I couldn't see your face clearly enough. Still, you gave yourself up, Tyler. The next day at school, I asked so many people the exact same question. Where were you last night? Some said they were at home or at a family's house or at the movies. None of your business. But you, Tyler, you had the most offensive and interesting response of all. What, me? Nowhere. And for some reason, telling me you were nowhere made your eyes twitch and your forehead break into a sweat. Hey, at least you're original, and at least you stopped coming around my house. But your presence, Tyler, that never left. After your visits, I twisted my blinds shut every night. I locked out the stars and I never saw lightning again. Each night, I simply turned out the lights and went to bed. Why didn't you leave me alone, Tyler? My house, my bedroom. They were supposed to be safe for me, safe from everything outside. But you were the one who took that away. Well, not all of it. But you took away what was left. So how important is your security, Tyler? What about your privacy? Maybe it's not as important to you as it was for me, but that's not for you to decide. So who was this mystery girl featured in your story, Tyler? Who smiled so beautifully when I rubbed her back? Who helped me expose you? Should I tell? That depends. What did she ever do to me? For the answer, insert tape 3. Oh, and Tyler, I'm standing outside your window again. I walked away to finish your story, but your bedroom light has been out for some time. So I'm back now. Knock knock, Tyler. Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough.